So I wouldn't necessarily call myself a hip-hop expert, but I've been a huge fan of hip-hop since the 90s, and around 80% of my record collection is hip-hop. So I know a thing or two about the genre that the casual listener might not know. And apparently I know a thing or two that the fact-checkers over at Jeopardy don't know. You know Jeopardy, the game show? Because around 10 years ago, this clip from the show popped up on YouTube. Actually, it's from an episode from the 6th of January 2014, I think. And it's all about hip-hop trivia, so of course, being a hip-hop head, I immediately watched it. Except they got the question wrong. Or the answer, however you want to look at it. And that has bugged me ever since. So I decided to make a video about it. But let's take a look at the clip in question and go from there, shall we?
It's a wrap for 800.
Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head, rapped this pioneering grandmaster.
Okay, so here is the answer, or clue, or whatever you want to call it. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head, rapped this pioneering grandmaster. Now, note the wording here, because it's very important, and very specific too. But let's watch the rest of the clip and see what they say.
Eric. Was Grandmaster Flash?
Correct.
Okay, so the accepted answer or question given was, who is Grandmaster Flash? Now, when I first saw the clip, I already knew that this would most likely be the accepted answer. But I also knew that it was wrong, because I own this record. I've listened to it. But let's just take a closer look at the song in question. I have it here on vinyl. It's called The Message and was released in 1982 by the group called Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. So on the surface, who is Grandmaster Flash? Might look like the correct answer, right? Maybe Jeopardy got it right after all. Well, the thing is, Grandmaster Flash is the founder, the namesake and the DJ of the group, but not a rapper. So let's take another look at the original quote from the show here. See, they specifically want to know who rapped the lyrics to the song, not who the DJ is, or who the group is named after. And all we have to do is take a look at the lyric site Genius. And what do you know? We can clearly see that a very different name pops up as the person performing these specific raps. Melly Mel. So the correct question would actually be, who is Melly Mel? Or who is Grandmaster Melly Mel? A title which he also went by, or still goes by I suppose, as per Wikipedia. And there's not really much room for interpretation here either, because they were very specific. They didn't ask for the name of the group, they asked who rapped the lyrics, and they got it wrong. Which makes me wonder how many other things slip by these fact checkers on this show. Because this one was actually kinda easy to spot because of the specific wording. Because it's a little bit like asking who rapped the lyrics to the song Work by Gangstar and give the answer DJ Premier, when it's obviously Guru who's the MC of the group. Or how about you ask who sang Give Me a Reason to Love You on Glory Box, and the accepted answer is Jeff Barrow or Portishead, which is just simply not correct, because it's Bette Gibbons and no one else. And I mean, I get it, the people working on this show can't possibly be experts in all of the categories, but they should probably do their due diligence. And if I, some rando on the internet, can catch them slipping, just because I happen to be quite knowledgeable in this one specific area, then I have to assume that there have probably been more egregious mistakes on this show over the years too. Now I suppose you could argue that Grandmaster Flash is the answer they were actually looking for. But in that case the wording of the original clue was simply wrong, because they specifically asked to know who rapped the lyrics, and the only acceptable answer to that is Melly Mel. So either way, they done goofed. They made a mistake, either in the wording of the question or the accepted answer. And I have not seen a single person pick up on this. even more than 10 years later. And I've looked. No one noticed this. Now, I guess the real question is, did this affect the outcome of the contest? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I literally have no clue. And I have no idea how to even begin to suss that out. And that's not really the point of the video either. The point is that people mess up. Even people whose entire job it is to fact check things, sometimes just get it completely wrong. And just because no one catches them slipping or contradicts them, that still doesn't make them right. Because the truth is the truth. And the truth is that Grandmaster Flash did not rap the lyrics, "Don't push me 'cause I'm close to the edge, I'm trying not to lose my head." That was Melly Mel. But that shouldn't stop you from commenting below, hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. But yeah, I think that's about it for today, and see you next time.